all about the you, right?
No one specific?
No.
No player specific?
I couldn't even be the water boy at this point. That's next level.
We'll go with that one. That's a popular one. Water boy.
Okay, Matsuki, who are you or what are you?
So I just have these space ghost buns on my head thanks to TikTok.
Yeah.
And so you got that from TikTok. You actually made those yourself, right? Okay, lean forward like a little bit so P can get like a shot at that. Very, very nicely done.
Thank you.
And those LEDs have been on all morning.
Hopefully they last throughout the day.
Okay, Daniel, you're a little bit early for Mardi Gras. I would say maybe about 5 months too early, but hey, laissez les beaux temps rouler. Let the good times roll. It's never too early for gumbo. So,
nice.
Who are you going to be tonight?
So right now I'm actually dressed as a masquerade baller. I was watching Van Helsing last night, and so I was like, hey, that'd be a good quick costume. But for tonight, I'll probably be dressed as somebody from Tokyo Revengers, which is a very popular anime.
How did I know you were not going to say that? It was a huge anime guy. And then Nick, I gotta say, man, those...
Dora.
Yeah. This is what happens. So it's Dora the Explorer, but
the contacts are frightening as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's not the kids' version. This is what happens to Dora. She dies when she loses her map and doesn't find her way. So the exploration is over.
That turned morbid.
I want to say thank you guys for Matsuki. Thank you for sharing your DIY savvy. Daniel, thank you for sharing your creativity and love of Japanese culture. Nick, thank you for now evoking nightmares that I'm going to have to deal with from now until the election's over. Fortunately, that's only a week and a half away.
Delicioso.
All right, please stay tuned because there is much more of the Hotspot coming up. Hot being the operative word when we return.
Affidate. I moved to Guam 23 years ago, living paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet. Through hard work, I was able to build small businesses, not just to sustain my family, but also to provide job opportunities for our island. But I want more for Guahan. I will use my experience to strengthen our economy by promoting affordable housing, food sustainability, and foster growth for all businesses. Together we can make Guahan stronger from within and set new standards for our island. I'm Bishop Mendiola, and I approve this message.
Dance party.
Let's go.
When inspiration strikes, say yes with the new Priority Unlimited credit card from First Hawaiian Bank. Wherever you shop, whatever you're shopping for, you can earn 2% cash back on everything you buy. From small stuff to big stuff to stuff you want. A card that rewards you for every purchase and helps you stay connected to everything that matters.
Today, I'm Kelina from Doc's Kitty College.
And I'm Kristen from Doc's Daycare and Preschool.
And we are so honored to be caring for the children of Guam. The Governor's Child Care programs help businesses like ours to really focus on the kids. These programs also help nonprofits and after-school programs and grandparents and so many families.
Visit www.guamchildcare.com to learn more about the Governor's Child Care programs. This ad is paid for with funds administered by DPHSS.
Pacific Points is more rewarding with friends. From now until December 31st, get 300 bonus points for every friend you refer that signs up and earns points. Both you and your friends will enjoy awesome rewards like free Shell fuel, rebates on your IT&E bills, vouchers at Foodies and United Mileage Plus miles. Plus, earn more points to upgrade your membership tier and enjoy even more exclusive rewards. Learn more at PacificPoints.com or download the app. Pacific Points. Do more, get more.
Yasunto gilingwahin ni Tataw Tano gi KUAM News Tomorrow News Update sa stream gi internet gi Isla Radio kami KUAM News YouTube na channel. Patesti gi diuda din kinimitin mami para insisteni ilinalay lingwahita din kulturata para todo henerasyon siya. Ninafatoy sa Tomorrow News Update ni Familian Mizo gi First Hawaiian Bank.
Stay on top of breaking news and the biggest stories of the day with NBC News Daily. Get in-depth reporting from across the country and around the world, tips to take care of your health and your wallet, and up-to-the-minute local news. NBC News Daily, weekdays on NBC.
Hello, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 13th year on island, has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce, Matson Navigation Company, Catholic Social Services, and the Salvation Army to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout Guam. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys between now and December 10th in any of our boxes throughout Guam or at the KUAM studio. We ask that when purchasing this year, please also remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the U.S. Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of this holiday season.
Watch Mariana's artists, activists, and visionaries and their quest to protect, preserve, and promote our Chamorro culture on the Culture Club, a weekly feature on KUAM News digital platforms and the KUAM News Weekend
Check
Edition.
1, 2.
Brought to you by Tropical Ice.
Check.
The Culture Club, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
All right, at no point in the history of the show, we've been doing this for what, 8 months now, has the word hotspot been more fitting, because we want to heat things up on Halloween, and we thought what better way to do that when with the unbelievably spicy, pica, nuclear, next level, Kumason Ghostville sauce. It's a hot sauce created by our friends over at Supreme. It's a limited release, and you want to make sure that you, your friends, everybody all over the place tries this, because with more to hear about it and getting a taste test is Derek Cruz, of course, from Supreme, and our own Daniel Perez and Victorious Falan. Gentlemen, I know we like challenges here at KUM and everything, and Vic, you've done your fair share, as well as Daniel, of spiciness, but I think even this is going to be a little bit of a challenge for you guys. So what do you guys got going on over there?
All right, well, Jace, thank you, Daniel and Derek. Man, what a way to celebrate Halloween with a little picaness, like spice things up. So, wow, Derek, you put out Kumason, a couple months back?
Mid-September, we released Kumason, yes.
So tell us more about Kumason, because I know this is not your the first one you put out. I know you of all people have all been with Denancy. You put a lot together, but with Kumason, so tell us more about how where the idea came from and why moved that into that direction.
Well, the idea with Kumason really was because we initially started out with our original products, which was our coconut-based Denancy, which is our OG, our original, and then our Must Pica, which we made it more pica to kind of give people that kind of give them the option if their heat palate.
Right.
So of course we wanted to venture into a hot sauce, and one day my wife and I were going to eat, and I look over and I see the word Kumason, and I was like, that's it, and that was the birth of our hot sauce. And then of course just going, and I love to create, especially with heat, from minimal to max, right? So I figured, why don't we put something out that everybody can enjoy with their food, where it's not overwhelmingly hot, where they couldn't enjoy their food. It's flavorful with some heat added. So yeah, that was the birth of Kumason.
Nice. I mean, we do have some wings here, and Daniel's here to taste with us. So I guess we'll start with the Kumason first, and then we'll dig into the main event here, which is your Ghostville, which, like I said, I don't know if I'm ready for it, but let's go in. Real quick, we're just talking about it with some coworkers in the back. Kumason, not Corazon, right?
Yes, so two different words. Yeah, that was good. But we're gonna get that term out. Kumason for the Corazon. Yeah, so totally different words. Kumason means burning, right? Corazon is like from the heart.
Yeah, we don't want the heart burn. We want the good burn. We don't want the heart burn.
Right?
How is it?
Not too spicy.
See?
So sweet.
So
okay, so Derek, just so you know, these are two pro level dudes when it comes to like hot sauce. These guys are like all into pica. Right. They've tried the ghost pepper. They've tried like nuclear sauce, like the scorpion pepper and everything like that. So you're dealing with some pretty experienced guys, not as much as you though.
Well, you know, I love pica just right. But of course, you know, because I just love creating. So especially creating with heat, pica, you know, I pretty much made it hot enough for, we just try to cater for everybody's heat palette. Yeah.
Wow. Jace, I like it. So this is the sauce that literally anybody can try. It can be on the food table. Like everybody can just pop some into their finideni and it'll just be perfect. Not too hot.
Sweet, yep.
Yeah, right?
Good.
Okay, Derek, could you also use this as like a core ingredient for some other types of meals? I mean, you know, in addition to like a sauce to like literally like give new life to,
of course.
To an existing meal. But
so
how would you cook with this?
Well, it literally enhances a lot of condiments and a lot of dishes. So, for example, like, you know, my kids, they love eating pizza with like ranch or something. So if it's too spicy for them, they just kind of add into a condiment, or, you know, like ketchup or whatnot. Tip, just even to your finideni. Sometimes if you're, you know, we're all busy, so on the go you don't really have time to be cutting onions, cherry tomatoes to make your own finideni. Just put a little with some soy sauce and bam, you got a instant finideni.
All right, Daniel, what's the verdict so far, man?
You know, it's really good. It's sweet, it's savory, just right. I'm sure even my friends who hate spicy food would definitely try this out.
Awesome.
All right, well, Derek, that's the original kumasan. And then just a couple months after, you're like, nah, you know, I just spice things up. Halloween's around the corner.
Yep.
So tell us more about this, the new edition.
So after we launched kumasan, mid-September, of course, October's coming in, Halloween, and of course we wanted to kind of bump up kumasan just for a limited time. We came up with kumasan Ghostville. It was really supposed to be ghost town, but you know, Guam doesn't have towns. We have villages or villes, right? So of course, kumasan Ghostville was born for Halloween, for the Halloween season, and it's super limited. So we just wanted to do a limited run of it, just kind of give everybody that Halloween vibe, but yet keep that picaness going.
Okay, Vic and Daniel, jump right into that Ghostville sauce.
Jace wants them?
Yeah. I'll be right over there.
Yeah, right.
So go ahead and, you know, don't
be
as liberal as you want, because I know you guys.
Ooh.
That is a rather
whoa,
generous dousing.
Here we go. Come on. Okay, you ready?
And Derek, just so you know, that Daniel actually chases hot sauce with hot sauce.
Okay.
This dude is crazy. Okay, now while my colleagues are trying this, you know, like assuming they're going to be with us at the end of the day, right? Derek, I got to ask, because we believe in transparency here at KUAM.
Yes.
Does the sauce burn more going in or coming out? What side of your body feels it more?
Depends on who you are, I guess. For me, I think just eating this much hot, I mean, you're going to feel it the next day. So, yeah, I think both.
Yeah, and that's traditional, like, you know, chamorro cooking, because it's not just, you know, like the heat, like a cayenne pepper would be, where you get. I mean, you also go for the burn. That is part of the appeal.
Right, of course.
Yeah,
for sure. How is it?
Vic seems a little bit more affected by it than Daniel.
Oh, there you go.
I think if you eat more, that's when you're gonna feel it. But the first bite, I definitely felt it right away. How about you?
Same.
Man.
And Derek, just to be sure, for people that are going to try this, right, and like say there are people new to the island and they don't really get down with, you know, traditional pica and everything.
Right.
Talk about like what you would typically use as a beverage. A lot of people say like take straight up milk, or, you know, like you can just get by with ice water, maybe a carbonated beverage. But what do you recommend?
Really, I really think nothing really carbonated, because I think it almost makes the heat like more hotter. Just water.
Your tongue's gonna cuss you out, basically.
Of course, yeah. But I mean, for me, really, it's just water. And then, of course, you know, they say milk because it helps not only like cool down the pica, but it also attaches. So the milk, it's a solid, and it attaches itself to the capsaicin, which is what creates the heat.
Right.
So, but I mean, water, right?
Oh, okay, right on cue. Here's our lovely producer, our news director, Joan, who has brought in Devondale milk. Vic is very familiar with this product, and I think
let me see.
Yeah, check it out. Go for it, bro.
Not a moment too soon because, guys, it looks like you're going to need some of that cream to bind to the capsaicin.
No problem.
And Derek's just jumping in there. He's like, NBD, no big deal.
That's right. You want some?
Now, Derek, as a professional, though, what do you look for when you try not only your own recipes for hot sauce, but when you're trying other people's hot sauce, or you see something new in the market that you want to try? What really sticks out to you as far as what is a quality hot sauce?
Balance, really, flavor and balance. And then really, it's like, for me personally, I like the heat just right. Like, I don't want to be fighting with my food or having to drink a lot of water and then not really enjoying my food, right? So that's for me is if it hits just right on my palate, and then just the whole experience of my meal, if it's able to enhance it, then yeah,
sweet, huh?
that's
okay. So Derek, I think
it's the wings.
I think the Ghostville sauce has absolutely passed the test, because what I'm seeing from Vic is that all of his sinuses are in proper working order right now. He's got tears. He's got some boogers over there. I know that's really, really lovely this time of with lunch coming right up.
Oh, man.
I believe we've even got some brain cells on that napkin that he used.
Wow. Man, Jace, it's good. I love it. I love a good hot sauce. I think I also love a good challenge when it comes to spiciness. So.
And kind of like fitting with the hat you're wearing right now. You're gonna need a siesta after this, bro.
Definitely. Maybe after work.
All right. Daniel, you're a little bit reserved and everything like that. How, as someone who really, really loves spicy food, right? How do you find that spice to go with the taste of like the chicken, and and you could see this like on other things, like?
I think it's amazing. It's spicy. My sinuses are definitely working overtime, but if you keep eating, it'll eventually just, you'll get used to the spiciness and the hotness of this sauce, but. Overall, it's delicious.
Okay, and just a FYI, shout out to all of my KUAM colleagues and everything like that. I would say that the restroom is going to be like there's an appointment. It's pre-dedicated, maybe from 2 to about 4:30 p.m. Vic and Daniel have both shotgunned the restroom for later on today. But
Wow.
it was well worth it, because man, we're and Derek, I got to say, man, all respect due to you guys over there at Supreme, because we are really watching, masters at work right now when you guys create these amazing things. And you said it's in limited release right now. Exactly what retailers can people find the Ghostville?
So yes, so the Ghostville actually is available at Mighty Purple Cafe, Mom and Pop Shop in Agana.
Wow.
Carabao Brewing, Tatuan Quick Stop, Onodera Store, Okada, and Tendon Inda.
Very nice.
Yes.
So either Agani or Dedido, right?
Right. We try to cover everybody.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much.
I just realized what I said. Very cool, and that certainly is not the case right now. Vic, very, very hot.
Very
right?
hot. Yeah, bro.
Okay. Put this into context, Vic, because you've tried so many different peppers. Ones that are more mild, ones that are like just blow you away. How do you rank the Ghostville? Catch your breath first.
I think it's up there. Definitely not your Tabasco, that's for sure. So
that's high praise.
I wanted to ask too before we get out here. Is this what do you throw in there? Is this your regular peppers?
It's actually red. We use ghost pepper, hence Ghostville. So it's red and a red ghost and chocolate ghost pepper. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what it was.
That's a combination.
That's what it was.
Okay, Daniel, hold up one of those bottles if you can, bro, because. Derek, the other thing that stands out to me, this is a very, very generous helping of this hot sauce. This is going to last, well, how many ounces is that?
It's a little bit over 4 ounces.
Oh, 4 ounces. Okay,
Yeah.
typical Chamorro household, that's going to last about a week.
Right.
But
and if it's perfectly sized to fit in the ladies' purses.
Exactly.
Or your pocket.
This is a fantastic, wonderful friendship present if you want to send it to our familia in the States. Perfect time with the holidays coming up too.
Yes,
Get
thank
some,
you.
everybody, because
Yes,
Vic and
thank you
Daniel
so
are.
much.
Oh, we had a reaction from Daniel now.
You good?
It's getting to me.
It's good.
It's
Wow.
really good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thank
Must
you.
buy. Must,
That's what it's all about. Okay, and then real quick, Derek, where can people find you on social media if they want to DM you, just send you their thanks?
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. It's Supreme Guam, at Supreme Guam. And then you can also check out our website, www.supremeguam.com.
Very cool. Like I said, a master at work, and these are people that really, really know about hot, about spicy, but more importantly, they're really experts in capturing our culture and making people happy. So, man, hey, Derek, thank you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely amazing.
Appreciate you guys. Happy Halloween.
Vic and Daniel, if you guys want to, like, take that Devondale and, like one douse of milk, 2 straws, you go for it.
Let's go.
All right, we will be right back with the Halloween extravaganza right here on the Hotspot when we return.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
Pacific Points is more rewarding with friends. From now until December 31st, get 300 bonus points for every friend you refer that signs up and earns points. Both you and your friends will enjoy awesome rewards like free shelf fuel, rebates on your IT&E bills, vouchers at Foodies, and United Mileage Plus miles. Plus, earn more points to upgrade your membership tier and enjoy even more exclusive rewards. Learn more at PacificPoints.com or download the app. Pacific Points. Do more, get more.
Howdy. I moved to Guam 23 years ago, living paycheck to paycheck just to make ends meet. Through hard work, I was able to build small businesses, not just to sustain my family, but also to provide job opportunities for our island. But I want more for Guahan. I will use my experience to strengthen our economy by promoting affordable housing, food sustainability, and foster growth for all businesses. Together, we can make Guahan stronger from within and set new standards for our island. I'm Bisho Mendiola, and I approve this message.
There's epic, then there's ultra epic. Capture life in vivid resolution with Galaxy's most advanced camera system and the built-in S Pen that puts you in control. Every moment, every angle, from sunrise to sundown and beyond. More striking, more stunning than ever. Find the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra at your nearest ITE store or online at ite.net and change the way you work and play.
Today, I'm Kelina from Doc's Kitty College.
And I'm Kristen from Doc's Daycare and Preschool.
And we are so honored to be caring for the children of Guam. The governor's child care programs help businesses like ours to really focus on the kids. These programs also help nonprofits and after-school programs and grandparents and so many families.
Visit www.guamchildcare.com to learn more about the governor's child care programs. This ad is paid for with funds administered by DPHSS.
Dance party.
Let's go.
When inspiration strikes, say yes with the new Priority Unlimited credit card from First Hawaiian Bank. Wherever you shop, whatever you're shopping for, you can earn 2% cash back on everything you buy. From small stuff to big stuff to stuff you want. A card that rewards you for every purchase and helps you stay connected to everything that matters.
KUAM News. Winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
All right, we are back, and a friend of ours is back here on the show. Our adorable pint-sized baker, Kiki Leongarel, is back, and she's got a very simple, spooky treat for kids of all ages for your family gathering tonight for Halloween. Here is little baker Kiki making her signature yummy mummies.
Trick or treat, I hope you're ready for some sweets. Today we are going to be making a pie, but we're going to add an apple inside of it, and it's going to be kind of like an apple pie. That's what we're kind of going for. The first thing I need to do is I took my dough and flattened it with a rolling pin. You don't want it too thin and too thick. And then you're going to cut it into 4 straight down into the center. So I'm going to show you guys how you're going to do that. And now we're going to go to our apples. The first thing I did with my apples is I cut a little hole in them so I can take out the seed, so people don't have to eat the seed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take an apple slice, or you're going to take an apple slice and you're just going to take it and put it all in the cinnamon sugar. You can put as much cinnamon sugar as you want. I'm going to do 2. And then The next, we're gonna do it to the rest of the apples. But the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna put it into here. Now that I have my apple in the middle, we are gonna make this bread. We are gonna do it on all edges. We are gonna do like a connecting line like this. And then we'll just do this. And make sure you don't have these lines connect because it won't be able to flip over. You're gonna do that to each other side. This was my example. I'm gonna do this to all the rest of them. And this was how it's supposed to turn. Now that I did all of them, I put them on an ungreased pan and I preheated the oven at 350 degrees. The next thing you're going to do is you have to ask the parent to help you put it in the oven. Whoa, this looks good. Now that it is all cooked, we are going to decorate it by putting some eyeballs on it, like these. So it's just for decoration. It's just going to look like these. We are going to put it on the thing, and then we're going to also use my little sprinkler. It has holes on the bottom, so it will sprinkle the powdered sugar. And we're just going to sprinkle all over the bottom. But you have to do it when this is hot, so the eyeballs will stick. I'm going to make one look creepy and I'm going to put one eye on it. Now that I finished putting all the eyeballs on, I even put 5 on this eyeball. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to sprinkle some powdered sugar on with my sprinkler. And then once it's ready, we are going to go to our Halloween party at my auntie's house. Trick or sweets, thank you for baking with Kiki. And this is how you make your apple pie desserts. Happy Halloween!
All right, thank you so much to Kiki. Make sure to go to our YouTube channel, won't you, and check out Kiki's amazing recipe to make yummy mummies. Everybody's going to love that, especially if you're passing them out tonight. All right, speaking of what is going on with trick-or-treaters, many in our island community will be out tonight celebrating Halloween, maybe even a little bit earlier in the afternoon. That's become a thing. Police say it can be hazardous, so you need to be careful. Hannah Devonzo spoke with 2 members of GPD, getting some tips and tricks to keep you safe this year.
From free candy to costumes and friends, it's a day well awaited for many trick-or-treaters. Guam Police Department spokesperson Officer Berlin Sevilla says the first tip for a safe Halloween is to have a plan.
That plan being that if we are going to go out in a group and for whatever reasons our kids get really excited and they just kind of wander off, we need to ensure that the kids know that if you look around and mommy and daddy are not there, or the adult that's there that's taking them around, is that we are going to either remain in where we're at, ask for an adult, and or possibly go back to the car.
Inspecting the candy is essential.
One of the concerns is illicit drugs, fentanyl, right? And we have not just fentanyl, but other drugs that depict it to look like candy. We would advise and strongly recommend with the parents is to inspect your candies before you allow your children to eat them. If at all cost, maybe not eat the candy prior to receiving it or while going trick-or-treating, but maybe a rule that we're not going to eat the candy until we inspect it at home thoroughly.
Additionally, parents should be mindful of packaging if it looks tampered with. Guam Highway Patrol Division Officer Morgan Rages leaves a message for drivers.
Please be very careful. Slow down your speed. Know that there are going to be kids crossing the street at any point in time.
Hannah Devonzo, KUAM News.
All right, we're going to take a final commercial break, but now we've told you what to do when you're trick-or-treating. We've told you how to be safe when you're trick-or-treating. Coming up next, we go over to the National Weather Service and TGen, where our friends, Landon and Brandon, the twins, are going to tell us what the weather is going to be like when you trick or treat tonight. So stay tuned for that.
Half a day, I'm Nick Delgado with your Think Pink news update. As October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we want to share some important facts with you. In 2022, an estimated 287,500 new cases of invasive breast cancer will be diagnosed in women in the U.S., as well as 51,400 new cases of invasive breast cancer this year. An estimated 43,550 women will die from breast cancer in the U.S., although rare, men get breast cancer too. 1 in every 100 diagnoses are men. 1 in 8 women in the United States will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. On average, every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer in the U.S. Though the statistics are alarming, there are healthy lifestyle choices you can make to reduce your risk of a diagnosis. Maintain a healthy weight through balanced nutrition and regular physical activity. If you are a new mother and are able to, breastfeed your babies. Know how your breasts normally look and feel, do self-exams regularly, and talk to your doctors right away if you notice changes. Talk to your doctor if you have a higher risk, including a family history of cancer. Schedule mammograms regularly based on your doctor's recommendation for your age and risk factors. Let's all think pink this October and learn more about early detection and prevention of breast cancer.
Think Pink this October. This message is brought to you by the KUAM Care Force in partnership with Island Cancer Center and the American Cancer Society.
Stay on top of breaking news and the biggest stories of the day with NBC News Daily. Get in-depth reporting from across the country and around the world, tips to take care of your health and your wallet, and up-to-the-minute local news. NBC News Daily, weekdays on NBC.
Hello, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas. Personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 13th year on island, has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce, Matson Navigation Company, Catholic Social Services, and the Salvation Army to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout Guam. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys between now and December 10th in any of our boxes throughout Guam or at the KUAM studio. We ask that when purchasing this year, please also remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the U.S. Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of this holiday season.
All right, we are going to put a bow on this show and let you know what the weather is going to be like tonight with all of Guam's ghouls and goblins making their way around the, you've got the very, very obvious neighborhoods, right? You've got Hyundai down in Santa Rita, which always goes all out for trick-or-treating. You've got Barragata Heights. You've got up here in Harmon over at Summer Palace. But around Guam, what is the weather going to be like? And for that answer, we go to the experts. Let's go over to TDEN in the KUM News Zoom room where Landon Eidlet, a.k.a. Captain James T. Kirk, I do believe.
Yes.
There, or
half
Scott,
a day.
You could be. Landon, man, I gotta say, I gotta use an old Star Wars joke. I mean, man, you're out of your Vulcan mind.
We do what we can, but we have a couple more Starfleet staff members, and we're going to pop in right onto this office and find out who we have over here. There should be a sign that says Science Officer. But there we go. Oh my goodness.
There you go. Oh, hey, I believe that would be
live long and prosper.
Yeah, but Brandon, my friend, please live long and prosper.
And hello to the ops guys.
Just don't do the Vulcan neck grab with me, because my coworker Mike already used a pressure point on me and it did not end well.
Well, we have another guest over here. It's who's just
how does the NWS celebrate Halloween? Okay. There you go. Hop a day. And you know what? These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise, around teaching.
You never know where we're going to go. And of course, we're on the brink of Christmas too. So we're already getting that head start over here. As Jenna always says at Homeland Security, it's always good to plan and be prepared. So that's what we always do over here. So we cover all the bases.
Okay, okay, because you guys are getting us into like a Star Trek theme Halloween, can I please be Scotty?
Absolutely. I would love to have a Scotty.
It's the shield, sir. They can't take much more of this.
And I can show you the sound effects from Brandon's off.
Yeah, and now that I've blown everybody's speakers, let's throw it over to you now to let us know all the little kids who are going to be trick-or-treating tonight. What is the weather expected to be like on Guam?
Yeah, definitely not a bad night tonight. We do have a few showers out there. Let me flip it over to the radar screen right here. We have scattered showers in the forecast today and tonight. That's just these little small showers that'll pass through in about 3, 4, 5 minutes, get things nice and wet, and then it moves on out. It's going to be sunny and dry again. That's going to be the theme for today, as we have the surface trough moving through the region from the east to the west. That'll be the sticking around with us through the afternoon, the evening hours. So do have an umbrella handy when you're out there trick-or-treating, and watch the roads carefully, especially for those drivers, because when the rain does come down, it's going to be light to moderate in intensity, but it's going to quickly move off. So plan for those showers to linger around. Otherwise, not that bad. We're not looking at any thunderstorm potential at this point. This is all more of the low-level moisture. So we're not seeing those bright, colorful clouds in this infrared satellite imagery. So that is the good news. We're not going to see the long-lived, sustained showers and thunderstorms. But just to our southwest, they're dealing with a bit of a situation overnight with that tropical disturbance that was moving through south of Guam last week. It's a very slow moving, what was Investiria 94W, that was upgraded to Tropical Depression 27W, our 27th tropical cyclone this year in the Western North Pacific. It nailed Palau this morning. They've been having intense lightning, strong winds, upwards of 55 mile per hour wind gusts, trees down, power lines down. A lot of the island is without power at this time. So quite a mess over there. And it was really from these heavy thunderstorms associated with the tropical depression moving through. The depression itself went just north of Karora over Kayengo earlier this morning, but all the showers and thunderstorms is displaced to the southwest, and it's all moving slowly westward. So it'll be improving rapidly across Palau. For any of you that have friends and family in Palau, they are okay, and things will be improving rapidly in the next couple hours for the cleanup.
Okay, so I know we've still got your science officer in the Zoom room right now. So Mr. Spock, if you could enlighten us on some of the logic, I guess, behind some of the weather systems that we're expected to see.
Well, logically speaking, this is the tropics. The tropics do what the tropics do. And that didn't sound very logical, but it definitely is very logical when you think about it in tropical sense. But we definitely see this time of year the tropical systems start to drop a little bit farther south. And so it's not very much surprise with this El Niño pattern that we've been seeing the past couple of years that favors those tropical cyclones to develop farther south and farther west of the Marianas and farther west of Chuuk. It always poses that difficulty as we encounter these tropical circulations. Are they going to increase into a tropical depression up to 35 to 38 miles per hour, or do they become a tropical storm right there over the island? So at least from the consideration of issuing watches or warnings for a tropical storm, that is always the complication and one of the things that we're always weighing here at the office. However, the impacts are always more predictable, whether you're talking about a 35 miles per hour tropical depression or a 40 mile per hour tropical storm. The impacts are the same. We're still looking at strong winds that lead to large hazardous seas, massive surf. We're also looking at heavy rainfall and strong thunderstorms and very strong wind gusts as what we have seen across Palau. And but fortunately, looking at some of the wind observations across Palau, the storm is continuing westward and it's moving slowly. So those conditions will be slow to move out, but it will be coming around the corner, perhaps tonight, perhaps tomorrow.
Okay, and is there again, Mr. Spock, is there any probability, any chance that some of the the wave activity or some of the winds we could pick up any indication of like some of the fringe activity that we get from that weather system?
Fortunately, that system is pretty small. So at the most, we could see a little bit of a southwesterly swell come up toward the Marianas, but certainly nothing that concerning for our operations. A few days ago, when we had that large north swell that affected the Marianas over the weekend, that was pretty impressive. That came off of a massive cold front system off of Japan. And so as a upper latitude Northern Pacific low pressure system developed along that frontal system, it optimally produced a very strong burst of winds pointed right toward the Marianas. And so that wind is what generated those massive spike in seas. And so we saw a very quick rise in sea and surf heights, and then a quick reduction in sea and surf heights.
Okay, so and real quick, even though both you, Brandon, and your twin brother said that Guam basically is expected to have very, very favorable weather for trick or treating tonight. I know it's always been something when we talked to your predecessors, as they said, if you are going to be out trick or treating, even if there's like a little bit of a cool breeze, with all of these little kids, walking around in in costumes, and some are very, very elaborate, you are going to like sweat a little bit in the cool breeze. You don't want to get a chill. So do you have any pro tips about what kids can do to not only be safe, but to trick or treat responsibly?
Yeah, absolutely hydrate. My wife and I, we did one of the 10K, the Cocoa Half Marathon. We ran the 10K in a gorilla and a banana costume, and we were sweating like crazy, profusely. And so if you're wearing a full body costume, especially with the mask, you're going to be sweating out there. And so bring plenty of fluids, definitely hydrate. And if you just feel a little bit overcome by that heat, certainly take it off, cool that body down. We don't want to see any type of heat-related illnesses. And so play it safe, but have fun. And of course, be safe where you go, inspecting the candy. And I know the hospital, the medical folks around Guam, they have been talking about the candy. And so just be safe, have fun, and make it a great Halloween for everybody.
Absolutely. Very well said. And that is why you were second in command on the Starship Enterprise. But let's go to the captain and Captain Kirk, a.k.a. Landon. Ladies and gentlemen, as if you thought Landon's shirts couldn't get any tighter, he goes out and he gets a Star Trek shirt.
I always have this handy.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you what. So I'm going to be Mr. Spock. I think Joe Sir is going to be Chekhov. He's going to be the weapons officer. We'll find a role for everybody in there, but that is kind of the key thing is, we're all in this together. We all work as a team, and we all want our community to have a very safe and informed Halloween. So we thank you guys over there in season for keeping us informed.
Absolutely. Have fun, stay safe, and keep an eye to the sky because the showers will be there. Okay,
real quick, what is the favorite candy of a meteorologist at the National Weather Service? I want to say it's maybe like those little circus peanuts.
Balls galore.
Okay. Fireballs, those are good. those will get you through a day when you're covering a storm, that's for sure. Fireballs are good, man. Cinnamon, unbelievable. Well done.
Yeah, anything with like a dark chocolate, coffee beans, great.
There you go. Well, make sure to stay safe tonight. Have fun. Brush your teeth afterward. That's always encouraging. And we will see you guys next week. And we will see you, our beloved audience, right here in the HotSpot tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Have a safe and happy Halloween, everybody. Bye-bye.
Happy Halloween.
All right, real quick. Tonight, 7 p.m. at Channel 8, we will have the Roundtable Generation 20s. That's at 7 p.m. Pacific Matters Gubernatorial Profiles for those of you who are interested in CNMI politics. And then 9:30, we will have the interview one-on-one with Nestor LaConta. We are wrapping up our election coverage. And if you want to send your costume and Halloween pics to us, make sure to use the hashtag TrickOrTreatGuam or TrickOrTreatCNMI. All right, that's going to do it for our show. Have a safe and happy Halloween, everybody. See you next time.